And if we can get the shipping to below $10, that is the sweet spot. Let me show you something that's going to completely blow your mind. This is meowwingtons.com, a dropshipping store that's pulling in over 150,000 visitors every single month. But that's not even the crazy part. Do you want to know why 95% of dropshippers fail in their first month? That's because gurus are feeding you lies and actually setting you up for failure. Listen, I've helped hundreds of failing e-commerce stores transition from a failing store to a successful one. And later in this video, I'm going to show you how a struggling e-commerce store managed to choose the exact product selection criteria to actually grow from $0 to $50,000 in its first 3 months. But first, we need to tackle the dangerous myths that are actually going around online at the moment from certain gurus, and I'm not going to name them, about how to actually succeed with dropshipping. And these are just so misleading, they're actually dangerous to most businesses. But before I show you that, I want to actually go through something really crucial. And this is something that most gurus won't tell you because they can't sell their courses off the back of it. The truth about dropshipping success isn't what you think, and in the next few minutes I'm going to show you why. So look guys, the game has changed. What worked in 2021, 2022, 2023 and even 2024, it doesn't actually work that way anymore. And if you're following that outdated advice, you're not just wasting time, you're actually setting yourself up for failure. So let's start with the biggest lie of all. Just copy successful stores, and this has got to be the most terrible advice I have ever heard in my life, and I'm going to show you why. So when you copy products exactly from another store, you're actually competing with the original seller. And if you think about this logically, the original seller has done all the research, they've put all their effort into the product, they've made a lot of mistakes, and granted they're probably getting it right at the moment, but you don't know how long they've actually been doing this for, how many mistakes they've made, or even if they're making any money out of that product. And second of all, because most dropshippers are getting the same advice, they're basically copying the same stores and actually creating more competition, more stores similar to the original. And you know what happens? I'll let you guess. What happens is everybody does the same thing, they produce the same ads, and the market saturation just increases. And this actually means that Facebook ads, for example, if you're using Facebook or Instagram ads, the actual costs just actually go through the roof. So I actually promised to let you know what other successful dropshipping stores are doing. So if you're ready for it, let's get into it. Let me show you something that's going to completely blow your mind. This is meowwingtons.com, a dropshipping store that's pulling in over 150,000 visitors every single month. But that's not even the crazy part. They didn't actually try to be everything to everyone. They picked one niche, and that one niche was cat lovers. And while other dropshippers were jumping from product to product, trying to chase the next hot trend, Meow Wingtons was building an empire with over 700,000 Instagram followers and 1 million Facebook fans. And all of this by understanding one simple truth. They're not just selling products, they're actually building a whole community around their brand. Now look, I don't know the ins and outs of their brand, I don't know the ins and outs of their business, but I'm kind of guessing that they probably started importing stuff or using the service of AliExpress. And I'm kind of guessing that they did this for a little while, but then something changed. They created an entire ecosystem both around the products that they were selling and also for the actual people they were selling them to. We're talking custom merchandise, strategic bundles, and engaging content. And all because they understood something that most dropshippers miss. Successful dropshipping isn't all about just finding that great random product that you've been searching for. It's all about finding that winning niche and serving them, and I'll say that again, these two words, serving them better than anyone else. And do you remember what I was telling you earlier about that client that did $50,000 in their first 3 months? Let's actually go into the framework of how that actually happened. So let's break this down into 6 distinct categories. Now the first one is market validation. You actually need consistent monthly search volume. We're talking at least 1,000 searches a month for that keyword. Then you need active buyer interest in most of the marketplaces like eBay or Amazon, for example. And this one's the key. You want steady year-round demand for your product. It can't just be seasonal. It needs to be a year-round product. Now, second in the category is profit potential. Whenever we're doing research for products to sell, we're always looking for at least a 200% margin. And if we can get the product cost to below $15, that's kind of the sweet spot. And if we're buying it for either $15 or less, then the actual selling price we're looking for is around $35 to $70. And if we can get the shipping to below $10, that is the sweet spot. The next category is the product needs to have problem-solving characteristics. First, your product needs to solve a specific pain point. Just look at what Meow Wingtons did. They didn't just sell random cat stuff. They identified specific needs. So we're talking cat owners that want products that make their pets happy and show off their cat-loving personality. So you've got two problems, but only one solution. It's perfect. And then second, you need a unique selling proposition. Meow Wingtons doesn't just sell cat products, they sell a lifestyle and a community and also an identity. When they launched new products, they weren't thinking, what can we sell? They were thinking, what would make our cat-loving community really excited? And the third one, and this is really crucial, ideally your products aren't actually available in local stores. Now, if you think about it, Meow Wington's unique cat-themed merchandise isn't something you'll find at a local pet store, and that's by design. And finally, your products need to have demonstratable, demonstratable benefits. Look at how Meow Wingtons shows their products in action. Happy cats, proud owners, and a real community engagement. So look guys, when you can show that real customers are actually getting real benefits out of a product, you know that you're definitely onto a winner. The next category is technical specifications. It needs to have a weight limit under 2 pounds. It needs to be compact in size for economical shipping, durable materials, and low return risk. The next category is supply chain factors. So you need to have multiple reliable suppliers. I've talked about that in another video. Processing time under 2 days. Shipping time, this is a definite. Shipping time under 15 days and no licensing requirements. And now I'm going to get onto the last category, which I know no one's going to do, but I'm going to say it anyway, is competition analysis. So you need to check websites like Facebook Ad Library and just look at how many people are actually advertising in that niche. So you're looking at low advertising competition. You want to see that there's few dominant brands. And what you really need to look closely at is if there's room for product improvement. And if there is, it means there's an opportunity for brand building. So let me show you this in action with some real figures. Let's have a look. So the first one we've got is the Garden Solar LED lamp with planter. So this has got a unique value proposition. It combines lighting with decorative planters. It's got durable construction, safe shipping, automated features, year-round appeal, and it's the perfect price point for healthy margins. Then we got the second example, and it's a little bit extreme, but I really wanted to prove my point in this, and I have actually seen stores trying to do this. We're talking counterfeit Nike products, or it could be another brand, but I'm just going to use Nike as an example. So first off, you've got legal issues, you've got platform restrictions, you've got customer disappointment when they actually get the product and it's not the real brand. All of this is going to really cause some serious brand damage to your store. You're going to have high return rates. I can guarantee you that your account is probably going to get terminated on Shopify or whatever platform that you're using. So now you understand the framework, here's the week by week implementation of that. And for this, I'm going to show you a full week plan that we implement with new clients. So first we're going to use Google Trends, but here's the trick guys. Don't just look at overall trends, check the related queries section to find hidden opportunities your competitors are missing. And then we want to deep dive into at least 5 successful competitor stores. And I'm talking about their pricing strategy, product descriptions, and especially their unique selling propositions. We really need to study that. Then we need to study the marketplace across Amazon, eBay, and even Etsy to understand the real buyer behavior and price sensitivity. What you're basically doing is you're looking for products with at least 500 monthly sales and 4-star ratings as a minimum. Now, week 2, and this is where most people mess up, you need supplier verification. And in order to do that, you need to order samples from at least 3 different suppliers. And don't skip this. I've seen too many stores crash and burn because they trusted product photos blindly. Then you need to create a shipping time spreadsheet. This is basically to test the standard and express shipping to your 3 main target countries. You need real data and not supplier promises. Then you want to document quality standards with detailed photos and videos. In essence, what you're doing is you're checking the packaging, you're checking the product quality, and even supply communication response times when you actually communicate with them. And week 3 is where the rubber hits the road. We want to now start setting you up for success. This is where you need to get your ducks in a row. You're talking business registration, tax ID, and privacy policies. Yes, I know it's boring, but this is what actually separates the professionals from the amateurs. And you need to choose your platform wisely. I know the vast majority of us, majority of you will be using Shopify, but you've got a lot of other platforms like WooCommerce, for example. And you need to optimize every single product listing like it's your only one. We're talking keyword-rich titles, benefit-focused descriptions, and high-converting image sequences. And now week 4 is where the magic happens. This is the marketing launch. This week is probably the most important week of your store's career. So when we're talking budgets, you're going to start with at least $10 to $20 per day, just testing budgets on either Facebook or Instagram. Don't blow your entire budget like most beginners do. Create original content that tells a story, things like product photos, lifestyle shots, and also user-generated content when you can. Just look at how Meow Wingtons does it. They never use supply photos. Then what you need to do is build your brand presence through strategic social media content, but really focus on brand building on just this one platform. Got 2 other ones, one platform, but really master that platform. So if you're going to start on Facebook, master Facebook before going on to Instagram. I'm not saying that you can't actually use the other platforms like Instagram or X, for example, but what I'm saying is the vast majority of your time, if you're doing social media, needs to be focused on just one platform. And guys, if you follow this to the letter, you're going to be in front of 90% of dropshippers that are actually doing the same thing as you or doing something similar to you. The only difference is you've got a nice game plan now in order to actually have a successful store. Look, successful dropshipping isn't just about following a load of gurus' advice or even my advice. It's actually about building a brand, a real business that actually serves real customers, and I'd say happy customers. And if you're serious about building a sustainable dropshipping or e-commerce business, I've got a treat for you. Hey there, e-commerce entrepreneurs. Are you looking to level up your online store with AI and automation? Then you need to join our free community on school.com. The Ecom network is your go-to hub for cutting-edge AI strategies, time-saving automation tips, exclusive live Q&As, and a supportive network of fellow store owners. And best of all, it's completely free to join. So head on over to the Ecom network on School and click the join group to get started. Let's grow together in the Ecom network. Just click the link in the description to join us. Guys, now that you know how to choose a successful product or have a successful product selection, check out my next video, which is 100 strategic tips to grow your e-commerce store. Don't let the gurus cost you loads of money. Start now and start smart. My name's Des from the Ecom Corner, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.